There's another distinction that you mentioned, that was between facts and events, which I thought was very enlightening for me. Can you sort of go over that?
Well, I was commenting on the confusion that one often hears in discussions of the distinction between the factual discourse and fictional discourse, in which they will say, well, history is characterized by the recounting of facts that actually happened. And I was remarking that at the outset of Scott's novel, The Heart of Midlothian, Scott uses that expression, facts that, or puts it in the mouth of one of the framing characters. Facts that actually happened. And the locution, real fact, concrete fact, and so forth, is actually, I think, intends to talk about not facts, which are, after all, verbal constructions, predications, and belong, as Foucault would say, to the order of words, not to the order of things, except insofar as they're linguistic things. The event is what happened. Facts don't happen. Facts are made. They're constructed as predications, as linguistic entities. Events, in one sense, are not constructed. They happen. We can say that they happen. And but the relationship between the fact and the event is that the fact is a statement about the event. So it's improper. It suggests confusion here. So it turns out, however, that one of the reasons this slippage occurs, I think, in discussions about the distinction between factual and fictional discourse, I think the reason this confusion occurs is that we don't have a theory of the event. Science has no interest in the individual event. It's only events as belonging to a class of phenomena. Any given event would be interesting. And replicable events under laboratory procedures. So the historical event, by definition, is individualized, or particular. There's no such thing as a universal historical event. It makes no sense to say that. You can say that there's a universal event in science, like entropy. I mean, it's an ongoing event that will go on forever until we have the entropic condition perfectly realized. So, but we won't be telling that story. But when it comes to trying to theorize how historical events differ from natural events, it's very difficult to do. I mean, what are the attributes of a specifically historical event? It's hard to say. And I think the reason that history lends itself to narrative representation is precisely because we have this enigma of the event, which, unlike the natural event, is not reproducible in the present, therefore under laboratory conditions, and is not directly perceivable, is known only by evidence or by its effects. And therefore it appears to be the kind of happening, the historical event, insofar as it's located in the past. And what we mean by that is it's no longer something we can go and observe. Nor can we, as in the scientific events, simulate adequately historical events under laboratory conditions. So this leads to the only way the historical event can be construed is as an enigma, and a mystery. And it's the mystery of individuality, I would say, of individualization. The mystery of individualization. That's what Schopenhauer said was the great metaphysical problem, right? It's the cause of all suffering. But in any event, to theorize the individual event, historical event, as in the past, and therefore not perceivable, as being only one of a kind and not repeatable, and at the same time, an object of knowledge, possible knowledge, gets you into this very strange relationship that creates the historian's problematic, that he or she solves by interrogating this event from as many different aspects as possible, or perspectives as possible, and then reconstructing it under the odor of some kind of pattern of coherence, of a narrative kind, let us say. Patterns, codes, we may say, that are most fully realized in their most perfect form in literary discourse. That's the way it seems to me at least.